My guest on the Culture Crawl today is Casey Westlake, and Casey is the Communications Director for the Pentecost Museums at the University of Iowa, which, of course, encompasses the old Capitol and then the wonderful Museum of Natural History. Casey, welcome.
Thank you.
And as fall progresses, you guys have a lot of things going on, some museum-y and some not-so-museum-y. And you've got two things coming up, a concert and then some activities for the kids, too.
Yes.
So I guess we should go in chronological order. So let's
Okay.
talk about the concert, which is going on in the Old Capitol Museum next week.
Yes, so next Tuesday night we will have Benny Sharoni and his quartet performing in the Senate chamber of the Old Capitol at 7:30 p.m. Benny is an Israeli-born tenor saxophonist, bandleader, and composer. And he's pretty big on the U.S. and European jazz scenes. He studied at the Berklee College of Music, and he studied with Charlie Manicos, Jerry Bergonzi, and Jerry Garzoni before exploding onto the scene.
Okay, and those are all names that we know very well.
Oh, that's good.
So he is definitely the real deal.
Yeah.
So he is he bringing, is he this by himself, or will he have a little quartet or ensemble?
I think he'll have an ensemble. I think
Okay.
it's a quartet.
And the pianist probably will get to play on the awesome performance grand there, Old Rose.
Yes, we all love Rose.
And the Senate chamber has wonderful acoustics, which of course is why
Yes.
you all put concerts in there.
Yes, and it's a beautiful room. It's a beautiful place to come and enjoy activities at the museum. So it's going to be a great evening.
So this is this coming Tuesday.
Yes, the 21st.
Okay, and what time again?
7:30 to 9:30.
And admission price is?
It's free.
My favorite price.
I know, right?
Excellent. Well, that's so it's just a show-up thing, and I assume the rest of the museum, the Old Capitol Museum, will be open too, so people can wander around if they haven't checked it out lately.
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay, can wander freely up and down. It's always been beautiful, and it's just
Yes.
it's one of my favorite places on the
Awesome.
whole University of Iowa campus.
We love to hear that.
And meanwhile, over in McBride Hall, of course, is the Museum of Natural History.
Yes.
And as we get closer to Halloween, I know you guys do a cool thing with that's an activity for kids.
Yes. So our Creepy Campus Crawl is coming up on Friday, October 24th.
Week from tomorrow, okay.
Yes, and it actually happens in both museums.
Oh, okay, it's both museums.
It's both museums, and we set it up. Our student staff actually does so much work for this. They create activity stations, they decorate the museum, they dress in costumes, and then it's geared at families with children, but anyone is welcome to come in and participate, play some games, get some candy, wear your favorite costume. The Museum of Natural History this year is doing a theme called Kingdoms of Discovery, and they'll have Lord of the Rings, they'll have The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, they'll have everybody's favorite right now, Frozen. And then the Old Capitol Museum has the theme of On a Dark and Stormy Night, classic tales come to life, and they'll be featuring stories like Aladdin, The Wizard of Oz, I think they're doing Dracula, and some other stories like that.
So you'll have different stations at each of the museums, and at each station, then there'll be one of these different literary or
Yes.
movie activities.
Yes, I think for The Wizard of Oz, they're maybe doing an apple toss or something like that, like the apple throwing trees. So there will be lots of fun and games, and kids come and dress up and get tons of candy and love it.
Okay, and then what is the time frame for this? Is it kind of a drop-in thing?
Yeah.
Come, stay as long as the kids behave, and then take them home.
So we're open those nights that night from 6:30 to 8:30, and people just feel free to come and go as they please during that time. I don't think people usually stay for the whole 2 hours.
As long as it takes to work your way through all the stuff you want.
Yes.
You want the kids to see.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, two really fun activities coming up at the Pentecost Museums. And both are just kind of a show-up thing, so no worry about tickets or anything like that.
Right.
But if people want more information or forget the time after we talked about it, where can they go on the web to get more information?
So for more information, I'd recommend going to the Old Capitol website. That's www.uiowa.edu/oldcap.
All right. Casey Westlake from the University of Iowa Pentecost Museums, the Old Capitol Museum, and the Museum of Natural History. Casey, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Dennis.